Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave. Welcome to Stay Wavy TV.
Airplane mode. Federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight, the use of Wi-Fi to make video or voice calls.
Niggas made Jabu.
Niggas
made Jabu.
Stow your tray table and carry on items.
This is his
Ensure all armrests are in the resting position.
Suck ass Jabu on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass up. You fucking sucker. Suck ass Jabu on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass up. You fucking Jabu.
It's the pillow Jabu threw at me so fast.
This way he was sitting before we got him out of here.
Ja Rule crashed out on Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda after they were oddly seated right next to each other on the plane. Ja Rule was sitting directly in front of Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda. And it's safe to say, man, this beef between Ja Rule and G Unit is never gonna end. This is a lifelong beef. Ja Rule has tried to squash this beef multiple times, but 50 Cent and his G Unit affiliates, they just not gonna let this rest, man. These dudes are damn near 60 years old, still arguing with each other and almost caught charges on an airplane. So Uncle Murda was doing some police activity. He decided to pull his phone out and start recording Ja Rule, who was sitting in front of him. And they started all of this, okay? He called Ja Rule a punk, basically saying, look at Ja Rule, punk ass, sitting on the plane in front of us. So Ja Rule start barking back, right? Now, let them tell it, right? 50 Cent, you know, he took this little 5-second video of them sitting in front of, sitting behind Ja Rule, and this is what 50 Cent had to say. 50 said he was by himself, so he had to make a scene so they could remove his scary ass. LOL, Yayo said SMD, woody woot, right? Now, shout out to TMZ. I can't post a clip here, but you guys can check it out. TMZ posted another video that somebody recorded that was also on this plane, and you can clearly see Ja Rule basically telling Tony Yayo, let's squabble. Ja Rule had it set up, and he pretty much punked Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda, right? Tony Yayo also shared a second video of a pillow and said that Ja Rule threw a pillow at his face. So Ja Rule threw a pillow at your face. He stood up and told y'all, let's squabble, let's get off the plane and let's get to it. And Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda, they didn't step in the paint, right? Now, obviously, you're not going to fight on an airplane, right? Because that's a felony, right? You're not going to be stupid enough as a grown 50-something-year-old man to squabble on the plane. But at the end of the day, y'all could have walked off the plane. Y'all could have went to a discreet location. And y'all could have got it popping if it was really beef, right? But this was Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo clout chasing, trying to clown Ja Rule, and y'all ended up getting punked by Ja Rule. The same way Ja Rule punked 50 Cent back in the day when they had that whole situation, and then 50 Cent ended up, you know, snitching and filing some paperwork. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but I'm tired of people always backing up 50 Cent because, you know, 50 Cent won the beef back in the day, and, you know, 50 Cent is this popular rapper and he has power. Like, when are y'all gonna grow up and realize that 50 Cent is a lame, bro? Like, this guy's whole identity is beefing with everybody. Like, 50 Cent, he has a problem with everybody. You beefing with Ja Rule. You beefing with Diddy. You making a Diddy documentary, doing police activity, making documentaries about Diddy. You beefing with this person. You're beefing with your firstborn son. You're beefing with your secondborn son's baby mom because, you know, we found out that she was at the Diddy parties, at the freak-offs. Like, at what point is 50 Cent's fans gonna grow up and realize that this 50-something-year-old man has no friends? And his whole identity is just about talking about other people and picking on other people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I would love for Aiden Ross to have a brand risk fight between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. So, because I would pick Ja Rule to win the fight, right? Let's have a brand risk between 50 Cent and Ja Rule, and whoever wins, whoever wins or loses, the beef is squashed, bro. Because the fact that these dudes is approaching senior citizen age, bro, and y'all still beefing, bro, it's sad. I ain't gonna lie. Now, the funny part about all this, guys, is 50 Cent and Ja Rule was on a plane together before. And I'm gonna post the pictures on this video. 50 Cent and Ja Rule a couple years ago, they were on the same plane together. And guess what? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Now, they weren't directly seated next to each other like how Ja Rule was just strangely seated directly in front of Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda, but they were on the same plane together. They had the flight, they both got off of the flight, and nothing happened. So I don't get why 50 Cent keeps acting like he's this tough guy. Like, bro, you had an opportunity to do something, you didn't do anything, right? And after the flight, you know, Ja Rule did an interview and said, yo, listen, you know, this whole thing between me and 50 is old. You know, I don't got no issue with 50. And then 50 comes out and says, oh, he's lucky we was on the plane. Oh, you lucky this and that, because I was going to do 50. You wasn't going to do a damn thing, bro. You're not stupid enough to put your hands on the man on the airplane because you're going to go to jail. And you could have did, like, after you guys both got off of the flight, you could have told Ja Rule, hey, bro, let's go in the bathroom real quick, or hey, bro, let's go to a discreet location and let's just fight and get this over with. And after the fight, you don't talk about me, I don't talk about you. The beef should have been squashed then. When 50 and Ja Rule was on the same plane together and nothing happened, the beef should have been over then. But Tony Yayo, Uncle Murda, 50, they all want to keep this whole thing going until these dudes die, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is literally going to be senior citizens walking with canes and living in nursing homes, still beefing with each other, still making posts on Instagram. Like, Uncle Murda, bro, that was so corny for you to pull your phone out and record Ja Rule sitting in front of you, bro. You didn't have to say nothing to Ja Rule. Like, if you look at the video, bro, Ja Rule was literally sitting down, minding his business, chilling. Didn't look nervous, didn't look scared at all. Ja Rule was just chilling. But once Uncle Murda pulled his phone out and start recording Ja Rule talking shit, now Ja Rule gotta say something, because if he would have just sat there and if he would have ignored you, guess what y'all would have said? Oh, Ja Rule was scared. So Ja Rule did what he was supposed to do, threw a pillow at Tony Yayo's face. Tony Yayo didn't do anything, right? The police, not the police, but the people escorted Ja Rule off of the flight. And now 50's trying to paint this narrative that, oh, Ja Rule was scared, so he caused the scene on purpose to get kicked off of the plane. Y'all is corny, bro. I'm sorry, man. Y'all is corny, bro. I say this all the time, bro. 50 Cent is my second favorite rapper of all time behind DMX. But as I've gotten older and I've become a grown man, you start to realize that 50 Cent is one of the lamest rappers of all time, bro. Any grown man that in his 50s is starting beef with all of these people in the rap game, and you beefing with your own firstborn son who looks exactly like you. You beefing with your second son's baby mom because you got upset that she decided to sleep with Diddy, and now you making Diddy documentaries, bro. As a grown man, I just don't understand how anybody could think 50 Cent is cool, bro. 50 Cent is lame, and 50 Cent is on some police type shit, bro. Him, Uncle Murda, Tony Yayo, all of this, like, bro, all of this is just weird police 6ix9ine type of behavior, bro, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, shout out to Ja Rule for standing on all 10. Because like I said, this whole beef started because Ja Rule and his mans and them jumped 50 Cent in the studio back in the day, and 50 Cent ended up getting stabbed. That's what started this whole beef. So 50 took that L, right? Ended up snitching, right? They Ja Rule and Irv Gotti, and then they already put out the paperwork years ago, but nobody wants to believe it. Y'all want to believe the paperwork on 6ix9ine, and y'all want to believe Gunna's a snitch. But when Ja Rule and 50 and Irv Gotti put out the paperwork that 50 Cent snitched, right? All of a sudden, oh, the paperwork is fabricated. Nah, bro, just admit, bro, your favorite rapper got punked. He got jumped, he got stabbed, he can't get over it, and he's taking this beef to the grave. That's the reality of the situation, y'all. That is the reality of the situation. 50 took an L against Ja Rule back in the day, and he's been unable to get over it ever since. And with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, hype the video. And 50, bruh, instead of beefing with Ja Rule when you're damn near 60 years old, why don't you call your son, bro? Why don't you fix your relationship with your firstborn son? Okay? Why don't you stop picking on Diddy, who's in prison right now because Diddy was in a relationship with your second baby mom, and he was taking your son to McDonald's, getting him a Happy Meal. Why don't you focus on that? It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.